So today we're gonna do a little bit of ukulele project. All right, so I bought this Flight Baritone Ukulele, and I got it for a really good price because they go for 140, I think, when I search elsewhere. But this seller gave me a great deal, and they sold it to me for 75 or $80. I don't quite remember. But in the listing, it said that it has a rosewood fretboard, but when it came, it didn't have a rosewood fretboard. It had a walnut fretboard, which is probably just an oversight, a misunderstanding. It wasn't malicious at all because of the rosewood restrictions. A lot of ukulele makers are not using rosewood for their fretboard anymore, so instead they are substituting um, rosewood with walnut. So the listing was probably old, and when they got new shipments, the shipments probably, instead of having a rosewood fretboard, had a walnut fretboard. So in the listing, it looks like this. So has a really nice contrast of light body and dark fretboard. But the one that I got looks like this. So you can see the fretboard is really pale. So, as you know, I like really pretty ukulele, so it wasn't very appealing to me when I first got it. Plus, I searched the internet for specific sellers that sold the older ones that had the rosewood fretboard, and I thought they had the old stock. That's why I bought from them. But anyway, I contemplated on returning this ukulele in the beginning because the tuners were really bad too. So when I turned them, it felt like there was a lot of resistance. It felt like I was grinding against something. It was really tight. It was getting stuck, and there was like a buzz. Um, so my daughter has a toy soprano ukulele. Right, so it looks like this. It looks like it has rosewood fretboard. No, but this is a really cheap ukulele. So it had originally had this light colored tuners and has like washers like in front of them. So I'm like, let me experiment with it. So I took the tuners off of this ukulele and swapped it with the tuners from the Flight ukulele. So this was the original tuners that came from the Flight ukulele. So you can see they're much smaller, and they really were not great. See, like they're really tight. They're really tight. All right. So I figured, if I put it on this ukulele, it doesn't really matter because it's a toy ukulele. My daughter can play with it still. Uh, it doesn't need to hold the tune because it's for a 3-year-old. So anyway, I swapped the tuners already, and this one is working much better than that one. I already took off the washers because I'm going to do a project and I don't want them to get lost. So today our project is to stain the fretboard so it looks darker and has better contrast against the light body. We're also going to stain the bridge. Alright, so I looked up some YouTube channels to, learn how to stain the fretboard, and Girl Meets You um, showed how to color it, and she used staining pen just like this, okay, and she had good results. So I decided I'll give it a shot. So I bought a set because I also need it for my dining room table. So that's what we're going to do today, okay? So I already took off the strings so that it's out of the way. And I also protected the areas where I don't want the stains to bleed, okay? So we're only staining the front part of the fretboard and also the bridge. So the ones around the fretboard are protected with the painter tape. Alright. So first things first, take off the strings, take off everything that moves and get lost, and then start cleaning the fretboard and make sure that there's no dust, debris. Just a rag, or if you have a microfiber cloth, that would be better. All right, so that's nice. All right, so the color that I'm choosing is one of the darker ones. All right, this one, mahogany. This one is walnut. Black. No, I don't want to. I don't think I want to go black. Cherry. How about we go with mahogany? Only because the other ones are too light, so I think it's not gonna make a lot of difference if we choose any one of these lighter colors. So walnut, that's probably what it already is. So I'm choosing mahogany, so it's like reddish brown. And then if that's still too light, then we can always top it off with a black marker. All right, so first things first, I want to see if it smells too harsh, because I don't want to do it inside the house if it smells too harsh. No, it smells like a regular marker. Oh, I'm so nervous. All right, so I think I'm going to start with the bridge, okay? So what's nice about this, it has like a felt tip, so it's nice for filling in and coloring. And also I can work around the inlays in the saddle, all right, so they don't get too messy. But it doesn't really matter because they're non-porous materials, so you can just wipe it off. And these stains are specifically made for the wood to absorb, and not like plastic or whatever, bone or other materials to absorb it. Okay, so, ooh, oh wow, seems it's gliding beautifully and easily. I'm just wondering though if I have enough, because Girl Meets Uke, I did it on a soprano, I think, soprano or a concert, and this is a baritone, so I have more surface area to cover. So I'm nervous that I don't have enough. Or maybe I should have bought two. All right, see, see the difference already? Nice. All right, we're gonna do it on the other side. This is kind of therapeutic. It's like coloring on a coloring book, except it's on a ukulele. Maybe this will open up a new talent for me. Maybe I can learn how to like paint or color ukuleles, right? Maybe I'll have a new business, which will be good because I can always use new flow of income, especially during this pandemic. Now that we're only one income family. Alright. Ooh, that covered really nicely for just one. Nice. Alright. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try one fret, and then I think I'm gonna stop the video there because this might take a long time. And now I'll just come back and make another video and show you what the final product looks like. Alright, let's start with a fret. Fret number 1. I'm so excited to see what it looks like. So anyway, I said earlier that I was contemplating, I can't talk, returning it in the beginning, but now I think it's too late. It's at the point of no return now. I've stained it, I've changed the string, I've changed the tuner, so I've put too much work into it. Plus, you know, shipping is like $25. Like, it doesn't make sense for me to return it because I only paid, what, like $75, $80 on it. And honestly, this ukulele is really nice. Like the body is, solid. Well, not solid wood, but it's very sturdy. It's built really nicely and it has a truss rod. So, other than the tuners, which is actually very surprisingly easy to change, so I was able to do that no problem. So, this ukulele is actually a pretty good deal, I think, for that price. So, I think I'm just keeping it. All right. All right. Ooh, it's turning really dark now. It's looking good. All right. I'll show you fret number 1, and then we'll stop the video there, and then tomorrow you'll see the finished product. Okay, look, fret number 1. All right, so I'm gonna work on the rest of it, and then I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of my vlog. All right, have a good day. Bye.